Let's compare the $450 Coach Empire Carryall 34 to the $50 Amazon Carryall. Just a reminder, I'm not here to influence or de-influence you. This is simply for educational purposes in case you, the viewers, are interested in any one of these bags. And lastly, if you find comparisons like these interesting, please subscribe, like, comment, whatever you want. I do comparisons like these all the time, especially with bag charms as well. So that would be an awesome way for you to stay in the loop. But if you don't want to, that's okay too. Starting with physical differences first, they both have the same exact pretty much shoulder drop. They will also both feature feet at the base. The Coach one here on the right will have genuine full grain leather stamped on there. And then Coach's hardware is also a little bit brassy. And so if you want your hardware to match with your maybe Coach charms from retail, then just know that this one probably won't match. And then Coach's little feetsies will have Coach actually written on the little foot, whereas the Coach one obviously doesn't have any Coach stamping anywhere, no logo or hang tag like the Coach one. I will say right off the bat, the biggest difference is that the Coach one is full grain leather, whereas, you know, this one is faux leather, and so that is definitely something to keep in mind. That's probably the main physical difference. Zippers do also differ. Here's the Coach one, it has a leather zipper pull, and then here is the Amazon's. And then Coach's bag is in the shade Maple, and this is also, Amazon called their shade Maple as well. And so as far as the colors go, this one, in the sunlight at least, has a little bit more of a red undertone, where this one's a little bit more of a gray undertone. But obviously, like, they're crazy similar too. Like, they did a pretty good job. And then also with the sheen itself, speaking of leather and color, here's the Coach one. Here's the Coach one up close. And then here is the Amazon. So it does have that glazed leather look. An extra detail that the Amazon one has is that it has stitching right here, whereas the Coach one does not have stitching on the back like that. They'll both have like the front little gusset part right there, but only the Amazon one has that little stitch detail. Moving on to the interior, starting with the $50 Amazon one, it'll be kind of like faux leather lined. It does have a pocket. It's rather high though. When I first found this, like, this covers that pocket, and so it took me a second to actually find it. But it does have a nice slip pocket. There's no story patch or anything, obviously, and so that's what that looks like. And then the Coach one will be fabric lined, and then a little dog leash clip for keys or a pouch. It also has a slip pocket, and then there's the story patch. And then speaking of the interior, the Coach little gusset right here has two adjustability options, where the Amazon one just has one option of adjustability. The one that it's on is the only option. Another main difference between the two is definitely on the Amazon one. It's very much, flimsy is the wrong word, but it's like wonked. Like, it's just really malleable. That's what I'm going for. Whereas the other one, the Coach one's a lot more structured. It has some give, and I'll show you that in a second. But this one's just a little bit, you know, she's just a little bit more wonky. And then the Coach one, and that could be a good or bad thing, right? If you want more of a structured bag, or you want more of a flimsy bag, right? A less structured bag. So this one you probably can't, it has give, right? But you can't crumple it up into a ball, right? More stiff and structured. And so physically, that is a big difference. Before I try them on for you guys, here's a close-up of these sides. It is now time for these bags to hit the runway, so I'll try them on for you guys. I put some items in the Coach one, pull accessory on, and I just feel like this helps you picture it being owned and loved, right? Rather than just being plain and empty. It's hard to picture what it would be like to maybe own one of these bags like that. So here it is on. Coach one. Pretty cute. You can see a little bit of give there. Here's the Amazon one now. I just put the cherry charm on the strap. It's barely hanging on because it doesn't have a little chain for the hang tag, but as mentioned, a little bit more relaxed. And then here is that mod shot. It does have some essentials inside, and this is what the $50 Amazon one looks like on. So that's the good idea. To finish it off, I thought I would show them in the sun, glistening. Some solo shots, if you will. So here's the Amazon. And then here is the Coach Empire sparkling in the sun. And then here's both of them. But thank you for watching. Comment below your thoughts and ask any questions. Bye.